Alright, so Beyond the Spider-Verse is finally confirmed for 2027, which honestly feels like forever from now, but at least we have a date. This whole trilogy has been building towards something massive, and it looks like they're taking their time to actually deliver on that promise instead of rushing it out. Phil Lord and Chris Miller already confirmed that Miles' journey wraps up in this third installment, and with Marvel Studios apparently told to back off from the character until this animated arc finishes, you know they're planning something big for the finale. So let's talk about where we left off, because Across basically ended on one of the most brutal cliffhangers in recent animation. The whole second half of that movie was essentially set up for Beyond. Miguel drags Miles to Spider Society headquarters and drops this bomb on him about canon events, saying Miles messed everything up by saving Inspector Singh in Mumbattan. According to Miguel, these canon events are fixed points that can't be changed without destroying entire dimensions. Miles finds out his own dad is about to die because he's getting promoted to police captain, and apparently that's a canon event too. The Spot even showed Miles a vision of his father's death earlier in the film, so the writing was already on the wall. But Miles being Miles, he's not just gonna sit back and let his dad die. He bolts from the Spider Society, jumps into their dimension-hopping machine to get back home and save his father. Except there's a problem. The spider that originally bit Miles and gave him his powers wasn't even from his Earth. It was from Earth 42, so when Miles tries to go home, he ends up on Earth 42 instead, and that reality is completely different. His uncle Aaron is still alive there, his dad is already dead, and the Miles from that universe became the Prowler instead of Spider-Man. Meanwhile, back on Earth 1610, Gwen shows up after saving her own dad from his supposed canon death, only to realize Miles isn't there. She pulls together a team of spider heroes to track him down and bring him back. At CinemaCon earlier this year, directors Bob Persichetti and Justin Thompson showed off some new footage and images. They teased that Miles is basically running for his life, and his friends might not even be able to rescue him this time. There's this line from Miles in the footage where he says, "Everyone keeps telling him how his story is supposed to go," which perfectly captures his whole arc. We also got glimpses of Miles reuniting with Gwen, fighting the Prowler, and then apparently going on some kind of adventure with him. That last part is interesting because it suggests they're not just enemies, they might actually team up at some point. Beyond is definitely picking up right where Across left off. Miles is gonna have to escape from Uncle Aaron and the Prowler version of himself using those electric powers we saw him develop. Then he's racing against time to get back to his actual Earth and stop his dad from dying. How exactly he pulls that off is anyone's guess right now. Co-director Kemp Powers talked about how they designed that cliffhanger specifically to set up the third film, and he compared it to The Empire Strikes Back, which co-director Joaquim dos Santos also name-dropped as a major inspiration. Chris Miller promised the ending would be satisfying, so hopefully they stick the landing. After Across lost the Oscar for Best Animated Feature to The Boy and the Heron, Shemake Moore tweeted something cryptic about Beyond, basically saying the Spider-Verse has impacted tons of lives and to get ready for what's coming. He also told Screen Rant that fans should expect action. Miles and Gwen together, continuation of the story, more of the Spot, and plenty of problems to solve. Composer Daniel Pemberton mentioned the team is feeling serious pressure to close out the trilogy properly without dropping the ball like some third films do. In December, Persichetti and Thompson released a statement saying they've crafted what they believe is a very satisfying ending and they're bringing everything they've got. There's also apparently a Spider-Punk spin-off in development that Daniel Kaluuya is co-writing, so the universe isn't completely ending here.